Well, Christina, it was and it still is very quiet here at the Statehouse, and police far outnumbered the small handful of people who showed up, people from both sides showing up to protest. And police say there were no arrests made and no citations given. And I just spoke with police. They would not go into detail about their plans for tonight, but they did assure the public that their presence here continues. Vermont law enforcement defending the Statehouse.
I'm not going to go into details on the number of law enforcement present. We had adequate staffing. Our goal was to have a very visible presence today, and I think we accomplished that goal.
Heavily armed officers from Vermont State Police, Montpelier Police, and Capitol Police surrounded the building all Sunday afternoon, many with rifles. Police say they did not know of any credible threat of violence against the Statehouse, but they wanted to ensure any potential violence would be met with appropriate force. Luckily, there was no violence to respond to. The turnout was much lower than anyone was expecting, including Ian, the only Trump supporter who showed up.
I wasn't expecting to be here alone, especially as a Canadian.
Ian says he wanted to express his support for free speech and for President Donald Trump.
A lot of people see the good he's done. A lot of people see the good and wish he hadn't said or done some of the things he's done. I think he's been a good president, and I just hope the next 4 years are equally as positive and constructive.
The two counter-protesters who stopped by said they were pleased with the low turnout.
I think it's great. That's awesome. That's good. That's what we want.
Belinda Justice, who identified herself as Antifa, said she wanted to let people know violence of any kind would not be tolerated in Vermont.
When far-right are planning rallies, anti-fascists show up instead, the far-right often cancel and don't show up at all. And that's the plan. The plan is just to let them know that we're here, it's not going to happen, and we're going to make sure of that.
And throughout the week, the Scott administration and local officials urged protesters from both sides to not show up today. But again, a very small amount of people did end up showing up. And police, just to reinforce the amount of law enforcement presence here today, police from other departments such as Burlington, Newport, Colchester, and Shelburne were also here assisting, and they were on scene surveying the area. Live tonight in Montpelier, Aaron Brown, Channel 3 News.